Perfect.
You know, I saw an old Grand Master playing there last week. Anyone could walk up and challenge him. And he lost to a kid who lives down the street from me. Dev. Never seen anything like it.
Not bad.
My best friend's kid painted this. I remember her showing me a sketch of it the day before it went up. New York is nothing without its people.
Starting without you. Get a move on. Hey, watch the traffic. Nobody's teaching class in the ER today. Keep your eyes up and up. Is that a good photo, Spider-Man? Hey, send it to the student newspaper.
The Spider-Men aren't the only superheroes in New York. Getting students to class on time? One of the greatest powers I've ever seen.
No, I'm just scared that maybe they want some cash or something like that. I don't have no money. I don't have any money.
Good, good.
You know, for a place where everyone's comfortable calling out when something's wrong, people here sure hate admitting when they're wrong. The writer in me does love the irony, though.
More stolen tech. Off the streets it goes.
The fairest of human nature has sunk immeasurably below it. Egad, philosophy has not made quite a fool of the fellow. But pray now, my good Mr. Strut, amongst all this transmuting of metal and converting of water, can you... Oh, do you do headshots, Spider-Man? I could actually use a new one.
Whether it's on the stage or in the open air, where else can you see legends and soon-to-be legends performing every day? London? That's really far away.
Rough day at the office?
Not bad.
Protesting isn't just a constitutional right in New York. It's your civic duty. Especially when a multinational corporation is behind a bioweapon unintentionally getting released into the city.
That should work for Robbie.
You're right. Sometimes it's just nice to...
Honestly, we need a whole other photo series just on New York's music. Its impact, the communities it built, its outright brilliance. It's hard to encapsulate in one photo, but this isn't bad.
Yeah! Whip, whip, baby! Whip it up! Whip it for real! You heard of the spectacular? We're the subliminal Spider-Man!
Because our dazzling displays of daring do can't be understood by the conscious mind. But you still get that we're Spider Bros!
Good, good.
Well, well, well! Spider-Man's a shutterbug!
Click, click! Whip, whip!
Yeah, some things in New York you just can't explain. And that's what's great about it.
I just think digital games should be something better. And film would be better.
So beautiful.
I can develop it. And if I need more, I'll show you. What if I pick one?
That's perfect.
Sometimes, I worry with all the terrible things that happen in our city. People be afraid to leave their homes, live their lives. But not today.
Not bad.
Reminds me of the people who write into the Bugle. And a few who work there. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing. But saying a thing over and over again doesn't make it true.
Hey, tell your mom I said what's up, baby? All right. No! And that's what we call a super...
That should work for Robbie.
NYC, the mecca of basketball. Sure, you can play it anywhere with just a ball and a net. But when you got the people in the apartment buildings watching, the other players trash talking, and the sound of rubber hitting asphalt, there's a reason they call it the city game.
Good, good.
I mean, if I was rich, I'd take advantage of that backdrop too. I'd also be worried about constantly launching balls off the roof, but I guess they can afford it.
That's perfect.
When my son was growing up, I helped coach his youth baseball team here. Every game we played, the parents talked more trash than the kids, myself included.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Crowd's looking pretty big today. Maybe I'll try a moonsault halfway through. Yeah. Throw him out of the ring.
New York's always had a thriving underground wrestling scene. Even been to a few shows myself. That combination of theatricality with amazing feats of strength and athleticism, it's electrifying.
In our house, traditional's always best. But that does not mean we're unwilling to experiment every once in a while.
That should work for Robbie.
Was that a good photo? Post it online!
Ah, here we go. Now, I'll admit, I first walked into his shop because of all the articles about his new flavors, but his traditional ones are what have kept me coming back. Sometimes a classic is a classic for a reason.
Have you heard about Teo's new ready-to-go chopped cheese sandwiches? Now, Spider-Man would never condone stealing, but I'm telling you, they're so delicious, it's a crime. Not an actual crime, though, because then I would stop it.
Or you could try some of our gnocchi, which is a lot better.
Shut up!
Good, good.
How does it look? Was that good? If it's great, post it. If it's not, let it die.
Okay, you can send it to me. And also, am I prominent in the picture? I do represent a larger customer base.
Haha, the bodega beef. It was already a rivalry for the ages when it was just David versus Goliath. But when Teos had to deal with the bodega copying his success by using the exact same mascot, it stepped up to a whole other level. My grandma always talked about going here. She'd walk across the bridge every Sunday to get the freshest vegetables in the city. But one time, she was late and the guy in front of her bought all the tomatoes. And that's how she met my grandpa.
Not bad.
Is that? Oh, man! I haven't been there in years. When we were at the Bugle's old office, we'd hide out here whenever Jonah was about to blow. Yeah, I finished a lot of assignments sitting at that bar. And a lot of grasshoppers.
That's right, people. 77 dogs in 10 minutes. And they were footlong.
That should work for Robbie.
Hey, you paid for that
Sorry,
photo,
sorry.
Spider-Man? I'm just kidding. You're cool. Oh, no. You're radical.
Can I just get someone to take my...
I heard this guy dips his hot dog buns in tomato juice before eating them. Now, I get that it makes it easy for them to go down, but tomato juice? Brother, that ain't right.
And Parker does it all with the home run bunt. Never in all my years have I seen one man accomplish so much by doing so little. What a season. What a season.
Good, good.
You gotta hand it to New Yorkers. I wasn't even trying to be funny there. If there's a good time to be had, they'll find it.
Perfect.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge. Can you believe they started building it in 1901? Finished in 1909. I thought it was old when I was a kid, but now, it's just amazing the history that's in this city.
Not bad.
Say what you will about social media, and I can say a lot. It's helped so many businesses stay afloat here when they would have gone under a long time ago.
Hey, Robbie, you got the photo? I think it's a good one to close my submissions with.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
I mean, I don't know if they're that big. And they are kind of controversial.
Everything I see in these photos, all the stories and history and life, none of it would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
I bet they have some idea.
Well, thanks for the photos, Peter. You've always been better at this than you give yourself credit for.
I don't think that... Thanks, Robbie.